There's a great interest worldwide on the whole occult thing as society is turning their backs on God into the world of the occult. And the crazy thing is, these people could be your neighbor, and you don't even realize what they're doing at home in the middle of the night.
There can be demonic infestation of houses as a result of magic, either one's own when one performs the magic, or those in the neighborhood. Sometimes priests have to exorcise people's houses because of the activities of witches in the neighborhood. I know of a case whose woman's house is completely possessed because there's an active witch coven right next door to her.
I've listened to perhaps a few hundred hours of stories and lessons shared by the exorcist by now, and many of them are quite crazy really, the stories I mean. And so for our short video this time I want to share this clip of Father Winston from one of his public lectures before. And because it's already October and there's Halloween coming up soon, so I want to focus a little bit on the occult and the dangers related to it for this month. Here's a clip of an exorcism being done by Father Winston, by the way, of someone who used to have the occult third eye.
I was anointing her forehead, the location of the third eye, with the oil of catechumens, and she immediately reacted to it. She touched her ears because she could hear voices and pain. She touched her stomach because she could feel pain in her stomach. Now she reacted because she could see, according to her afterwards, of evil spirits appearing before her. As I attempted to anoint her and continue on to pray over, she held on strongly to my hands, preventing me from touching her because according to her, my hands were burning with fire. This was the first pray over.
And I want to give a huge thank you to our Catholic brothers and sisters from the Philippines who are always here, watching the videos and giving suggestion as to which priest I should try to reach out to for interviews. And I must say it's quite a scary and crazy world out there for those who do not have any faith in God at all. And I've learned a lot from listening to Father Winston and what's going on in the Philippines, and I can see something similar happening in Mexico, Brazil, Ecuador. Listen to this.
Follow-ups are necessary to assure that the ability will no longer open. It is imperative that the person never attempts to use it, even if tempted to do for some seemingly legitimate need. To deny any attempt by anyone to open it again, either by teasing, by touching of forehead, and by any other alien ritual. This is important. This is important. If your third eye has been closed, you ride the jeepney, the taxi, whatever, and you can sense that somebody is staring at you, do not look, because that person would probably be an occult practitioner sensing that your occult third eye is closed, but wants to open it in order to control it, because it can sense it. So if you look, confirm it's going to open again. So do not look. What will you do? Start to take your rosary and pray for protection. Let us say you visit your Lola, who is probably in the occult. You get her hand, kiss it, no problem. But then she will touch you in the forehead. She's opening it again. Never touch your forehead again, because she is transferring her power. So afterwards, you may feel sick. Why do I feel sick suddenly when I was touched? Or you go to the church, and there is that old lady seated there. You're going. So that's the reason why you always pray for protection. Because you'll never know. Witches know that you had an occult third eye. So, you go to church, and witches love to go to church. Because that is where they get their victims. So, you go to church, suddenly, this person that touched you, you put blessed oil on the part that you were touched. Blessed oil. So always carry with you blessed oil, blessed salt, holy water. Now, you're walking, and then somebody tells you, you had third eye, no? You will not answer, I used to. You will say, no, I don't have. That means the person can see that you used to have a third eye, and they can see the scar. So they would want to open it. You remember, even in our experience as children, if you have a scar and it becomes itchy, what do? You scratch. And if you scratch, it will open. The same thing. Witches know who has a third eye. So your answer is, I do not have. So you never entertain. Because they will attempt to open it. To deny any attempt by anyone to open it again.
And don't think for a second that it's only unique to the Philippines, especially these days. There's a reason why the hashtag witch talk reached more than 1 billion views.
My name is Sophie. I'm a witch who was raised by witches, and these are some of the things that we did within our family and practiced when I was growing up. My stepmom is a hoodoo witch, and my dad also practices witchcraft and is he is like an astrological academic, so he does a lot of like planetary magic, divination, that sort of thing. And both my parents have been doing these things like my whole entire life.
So let me share this message from Father Iannuzzi with all of you before we get to the end of this video. Listen to this.
Being in the company of people that are in the occult, people that go to tarot card readers, psychics, play with Ouija boards, those people can carry spirits with them. And not that evil is contagious. It is not. Evil cannot be transmitted by touch. No. But rather, what happens when you hang around people that practice black magic or witchcraft or santeria or people that cast curses like the macumba, the evil eye, the malocchio, the sortileggio, different cultures, different races do these things. They can do it against you if they get angry at you. They can involve other people to know how to do it too. And they can carry with themselves what are called amulets that can bring with them misfortune. Just like God has sacraments, physical things that transmit grace, so Satan has his talismans, his amulets that don't transmit, but can bring with them, accompany them, trouble wherever they are.
As always, I truly appreciate every one of you watching the videos, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. I'm sorry if I can't reply to every comment you've written, but I will keep on trying to reply to as many as I can. And I hope all of you have learned a lot from this video. If there's any suggestion or feedback, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your continuous support, contribution, and prayer.